Hi, I'm Judy Litt, and today I have a head and neck self-myofascial release, and you're going to need some props, so you may want to pause and get something. If you have a foam roller, that'll work very nicely. If you have the worm, which is a different form of foam roller, that can work very nicely as well. If you have something that's like this, but just two balls, that works great too. And also a little ball, a little kind of rubber ball. If you have, kids who have balls, little balls like this, or dogs that have little dogs like this, Bandit wants to play with this, that'll work too. And this is a great practice actually to do before you go to bed, because one of the benefits of self-myofascial release is it can lower cortisol up to 6 hours. So my intention for you for this practice is to decrease stress, help you sleep better, and release muscle tension. And we're going to start sitting up with a little ball, and we're going to take that ball and we're going to start going back and forth across our forehead. And maybe doing some circles. Whenever you want to de-stress and calm down, the slower you move, the more beneficial it is. And just go back and forth a few times, letting any tension you may feel on your forehead begin to melt away. Then come on over to one temple, really doesn't matter which side, and just go ahead and circle around on that temple. I like this little ball from Trigger Point. It's got the little nubbies all over it, and that can really help to stimulate our nadis, as they're called, our energy channels. And then go ahead, switch to the other side. If you feel a headache coming on, this might give you some relief. And you can control how much pressure feels right in your body. And then go ahead and bring it down to right above your ear, right about there. Same thing. Just rolling it around. It should feel really good and really relaxing. And remember, the slower you go, the calmer you get. Go ahead and switch sides. So come to just above your ear on the other side. And you can always feel free to pause, hold longer in a spot that feels really good to you, and then move it down to where your jaw meets your skull, kind of right under your ear. And again, circle around. Any movements that feel good to you, maybe back and forth a little bit, should release a lot of tension in your jaw. We have a tendency to store a lot of tension there. You don't think about relaxing it very often. And then go ahead and come underneath your chin, maybe rolling back and forth, finding the pressure that feels right to you. You could also be circling underneath. Now let's move over to the other side, right around your ear and where the jaw meets your skull there. Letting any troubles that have built up during the day just melt away. Softening, coming under your chin. Rolling back and forth or circling underneath your chin. And finally, for the head portion, well, of course we're coming down towards your neck. Take it above your collarbones. And you can go back and forth. You can circle. You can come over and out, further on your shoulder. As I've mentioned in other videos, I know I store a lot of tension there, so this feels really good. Back and forth a little bit more. And then switching sides. On top of your collarbone. Going back and forth. Circling a little bit. Coming a little further out on that shoulder. I could stay here for a really long time. But that's enough for the bowl. Next we're going to come to lay down on our mat. You're going to grab your foam roller or your 2 tennis balls and a sock. You have a worm, you have a foam roller. Today I'm going to use my foam roller. But the worm is great. I highly recommend getting one. She's a great small business and it works great. So bring the soles of your feet to the mat and take your foam roller back behind you and just slowly come on down to your elbows and then all the way down. Taking that foam roller on the top of your shoulders and then just go towards one side and the other. We're not really going to be doing our back today. We're focusing a lot more on the neck and the shoulders and of course the face, which we've already done. Let's go back and forth a few times and then come down. Take your hands up, bring your palms together. Fingers, except for your index fingers, fold down. Go ahead and bring them back and then bring them down towards your legs. And then fingers come on back and then down towards your legs. And you should be feeling some sensation along your shoulder blades for this. And perhaps go a little side to side this way too. And you can also take your arms to cactus and stretch them back up and then bring them back down. Go ahead and stretch out and then bend your elbows and bring them down towards your body. A couple more times. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale. Bring your elbows down towards your body. Last one. And then just come down so your whole body is laying on the mat and your neck is supported on your foam roller. And we're going to do some neck stretches, and I have these neck stretches in a separate video where you're just doing them, moving your head back and forth. But it can feel really nice to do those same stretches on a foam roller and get a little deeper in. So inhale your head back, exhale, chin comes to chest. Inhale back, exhale, chin comes to chest. I like to hold on to the sides of my foam roller so it doesn't go flying. And if you have long hair like me, I do definitely suggest that you put it up in a bun like I have it. Because trust me, that hair gets caught beneath a foam roller. I know this from experience. And then come back to center, still holding on to that foam roller. And inhale, look to the right. Exhale, center. Inhale, left. Exhale, center. And then keep going back and forth like that. I like doing these stretches on the foam roller because your neck is supported, and it is much more difficult to overextend your neck with something supporting it. And it just feels good. And come to stillness at the center. Inhale, take that right ear towards the right shoulder. Exhale, back. Inhale, left ear towards left shoulder. Exhale, back. And keep going back and forth this way. We're not not turning our head in this one. We're just trying to take that ear towards the shoulder. And the object is never to get the ear to the shoulder. Just going to your range of motion. If you feel any pain, please back off. And if you have an active neck injury, make sure you ask your doctor about doing any exercises. Always get your doctor's permission first. Exhale back to center. The next one's a little interesting. So we have our turtle stretches where we inhale our neck out and then really pull it back. And of course you have the foam roller behind you. You're not going to get real far back. Just basically thinking about stretching your neck out and then pulling it back in like a turtle. One last time. And go ahead and inhale your ear to a shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Other ear to shoulder. And up. So basically we're doing neck circles, but we're supported by the foam roller. So it's decreasing your range of motion, but you're still getting a lot of benefits out of it because of the foam roller itself. Come to stillness and go the other way. And exhale, carefully remove that foam roller, maybe taking your hand behind your head, coming back up to sitting. And that is it. I hope you will try these neck stretches. I know that this time of year can be very stressful for a lot of people for one reason or another. So I highly suggest you trying this before bed to let all that tension in your face, in your jaw, in your neck, let it all just melt away. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please click the like button. And if you want to know when new videos are released to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Have a great night's sleep or a great day if you're doing this in the morning.